Greene Emerald Med Spa. So excited to talk about some of the services that they have to offer here. So let me introduce you to Dr. Charles Greene. Thank you so much for having me. And we have licensed medical esthetician Kendall Johnson. Great to see you. Nice to meet you. Of course, doing well. I love these kind of segments. So let's get into this. What advice do you have for individuals looking to incorporate self-care into our daily routines? Because we talk a lot about self-care.
So just to get going in self-care, we always recommend someone to start off on a good skincare routine, booking a nice relaxing massage, and maybe some mindfulness exercises.
So you guys offer massages here too. I wouldn't have thought that.
Yes, full body therapeutic relaxing massage.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. All right, let's talk to you, doctor, because he's an ear, nose, and throat doctor, and he's still performing surgeries in that field. I was like, oh, you did that back in the day? He's like, no, I did surgery this morning. So that's really neat. So how did you incorporate kind of that modality to wanting to do more of like the medical cosmetics?
Well, as part of our specialty, we do facial plastic reconstructive surgery.
Oh, okay.
And so we are very familiar with the anatomy of the head and neck and the face. And even in medicine, we're moving towards a trend of minimally invasive treatments and therapy. And so we are incorporating minimally invasive treatments and therapies to help beautify the skin and to preserve an outstanding visual appearance.
And who doesn't want that, right? That sounds good to me. So how do you integrate then your surgical expertise, which obviously saying that you're really well versed in the neck and head, I mean, who doesn't want that for their, if you're getting injections or anything like that, I mean, that's wonderful to know. But how did you kind of incorporate that, ensuring precision and safety for your patients?
Well, understanding the anatomy is critical to performing safe procedures and also manipulating the skin and the subcutaneous tissues so that you can optimize the beauty. So knowing which tissue planes you're in when you're doing things like injections of fillers, understanding the tissue planes, and even when you're doing neurotoxins, understanding where you're putting the toxin is critical to optimizing the results.
Definitely. So let's go back to you, Kendall. How do you educate clients about the benefits and expected outcomes of your treatment?
So we like to start every treatment off with a consultation and thoroughly let our clients know their expectations, their results, what their downtime will be. We give them informational materials to take home and reference. They always have a contact line with us if they have any questions, and just setting realistic expectations for their outcomes.
Okay, wonderful. And you mentioned neurotoxins. I kind of want to go back to this really quickly. I've heard it, helps obviously with the wrinkles, Botox, Dysport, but also, maybe excessive sweating or migraines, but also TMJ. How is that helping with that?
Well, when you have inflammation of the jaw joints, so TMJ stands for temporal mandibular joint. It's where the ear and the jawbone come together in this joint here when you open and close your mouth. And when it's inflamed, then the muscles around the temporal mandibular joint begin to spasm. The masseter muscle, the temporalis muscle, the occipital muscle. So applying neurotoxins into the muscle relaxes the muscle and diminishes the pain associated with temporal mandibular joint dysfunction.
I might have to talk to you then, because I do have some popping that happens occasionally, kind of flares up. So that's really interesting to know. All right, so for those, I'm not hesitant. I've had, some Botox and Dysport done before, but for those who may be on the fence or a little bit hesitant, what advice do you have for them?
So one great thing about Greene Emerald Med Spa is we do offer complimentary consultations.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So you can come in for your first consultation, sit down, really let us know what your goals are, what your concerns are. From there, we put together a fully customized treatment plan for you based on your budget, your time, how much you want to be in here, how committed you are, and we go from there. So everything is completely customized to you. We're very welcoming, very excited to have you here. Our friendly team is always welcoming everyone through the door and happy to help anyone.
Yeah, I felt that when I walked into and they had the nice spa music going, and I'm like, oh, it actually feels like a spa, and they're like, well, we do massages here too. Yes. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they do it all. That is so cool. Well, thank you both so much for having me here today, and I'm assuming they can go to the website to learn any more information?
Yes, all of our information is on our website. You can book there. You can also call us or text us on our phone number, so all the ways to get to us.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much again for having me today.
Thank you so much.
And just remember, at Greene Emerald Med Spa, this is where we blend the science with serenity.
Love that. And if you'd like to see this interview again, everyone, you can head to First Coast News Plus on Apple TV, Roku, or Fire TV.